Hi, welcome to this live stream about how to overcome fear to grow your business. How to overcome fear to grow your business. My name is Christine McAlister. I'm the founder of Life with Passion, and I am really excited to talk to you about this topic that is so key for so many of us as we're growing our businesses as female entrepreneurs, because just about every aspiring or growing female entrepreneur that I talk to deals with this to some extent, sometimes to a crippling extent, often to a crippling extent, often to the point where, you don't put yourself out there. You don't go for what you know you're capable of. You don't start your business. You don't grow your business. You don't talk about what you have to sell. You never decide on what you have to sell because you have a fear of missing out. You are continually asking other people for advice but never taking action. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling frustrated. You're feeling like there's something wrong with you. You're feeling like everywhere you look, other people get it, but you're missing something. How to deal with fear to grow your online business, how to overcome it. Fear is a universal emotion. Can we all agree on that? Can we universally agree that fear is something that we all feel? So I have an 11-week-old baby, and one of the things I was very interested to learn is that babies are only born with 2 fears. So we all come into this world with only 2 fears. A fear of falling, a very basic survival fear, and another very basic survival fear, a fear of loud noises. Every other fear we pick up in life. Most of our fears we pick up far before we're able to choose if they're rational ones that make sense for our life, because neuroscientists are now saying that fully 95% of our brain and the habits that we use to make decisions is subconscious. 95%. So if you're not working with that subconscious, it is working against you. It is working against you. And so often, our subconscious is working against us in this area of fear, in this area of being overcome by fear. So today, I want to talk to you briefly about how to deal with fear when you're growing your business, how to not let it control you anymore. Because I'm going to be honest, the odds are stacked against you. You have got to get conscious and aware of what's holding you back, and you've got to start working toward overcoming it. Otherwise, you're going to stay exactly where you are. How long have you been thinking about doing something and you're still thinking about it? Whether that's to start your business or to grow it to the next level. And believe me, I get it, because I can identify so many places where I have allowed fear to hold me back for years on end at times. I allowed fear to keep me stuck in my 9-to-5 job that I hated for much longer than I should have, than I wish I had. I allowed fear to hold me back from talking about what I was doing, maybe to people that I loved. I allowed fear to hold me back from, making investments in my business as early as I could have in order to learn how to quit, in order to learn how to grow. Thank you for inviting your followers, Mallory. I allowed fear to hold me back for so long, and that's why I am so passionate about helping other people move past fear without going through what I had to go through to move past fear. Because what I had to go through to move past fear was the tragic and sudden loss of my daughter. That is what it took for me to get really, really clear that I was done playing small, that I was done holding back from the people I was meant to serve, from the big calling I had on my life. I was done caring about what other people thought and being afraid of that. I was done letting perfectionism hold me back. I was done letting procrastination hold me back. I was done with fear controlling my life. Because at the end of the day, you have got to look at and get really, really honest about what fear is holding you back from. So that's the first thing here. You've got to look at and notice and get conscious of what fear is holding you back from. Because that is going to tell you what fear is standing in the way of between where you are now and your dreams. Okay? So here is where you are. Here's where you are, and you've got fear. And fear is like fog covering the bridge between you and your dreams. Fear is like this dense fog covering the bridge between you and your dreams. On the other side of fear, George Adair said, is everything you've ever wanted. But fear is this big, scary, foggy, unclear feeling that is controlling and holding you back from here to here. You, your dreams, fear, the fog of fear, covering the bridge, covering the very clear path for you between you and your dreams. And this bridge, here's what this bridge is that fear is obscuring. It's action. It's action. There are very specific steps that you can take to lift that fog, to burn it off, to be able to see the actions that you need to take to move past the fog of fear and toward the life of your dreams, the business of your dreams, everything that you know that you want. One of those things in the very first step that I like to teach is to notice what it's holding you back from. Notice what it's holding you back from. So for me, when my daughter passed away and I became really conscious of the fact that I had been allowing fear to control my life, I noticed that fear was holding me back from living the life of my dreams. And that looked a lot of different ways for me. It looked like making the money I knew I was capable of. It looked like making a bigger impact in the world. Most of all for me, it looked like knowing that I was living into my full potential. Knowing that I was living into my full potential because for so long I knew I was capable of more, but I was scared. I was scared to try. So, notice what it's holding you back from, first of all. Pay attention to your intuition. I want you to notice what it's holding you back from before you need to feel like it's just going to go away really, really fast. But I do want you to do one other thing today, right now, today. I want you to take 5 minutes of action on something that you've been afraid of. Something that I was really, really scared of when I started taking action was putting myself out there to share with people that I could help them. Because we all have our unique gifts and we all have our unique abilities, and most of us, if you're on this video, you're probably a high achiever, you're driven like I am, you're motivated, you are excited about giving back to the world, and you are scared. You're scared. You're scared to do it. So I put myself out there for the first time. I put a post on Facebook. I said, this is what I'm doing. It was so hard for me to push send that I almost threw up. That was my 5 minutes of action for that one day. It was so hard for me to do that. I almost threw up. Mallory says, I was originally afraid to talk about my business, but when I have allowed myself to open up, everyone's been so supportive and it's energized me lately. Yes, that is such a clear indication that you're on the right track, Mallory, because Here's what's beautiful about us showing up as ourselves, as our true selves. It energizes you, and guess what? It energizes the people you share with, right? It inspires them too. And that is such a beautiful cycle, this upward spiral where we're all helping each other out. Because it doesn't do anyone any good for you to hide. It doesn't help anyone else, and it certainly doesn't help you. And when you open up, that passion, that excitement is contagious. So you've got to take 5 minutes of action today. 5 minutes of action today. And what that's going to do is not only move you forward on that bridge between where you are and where you want to be, your dreams, but it's also going to tell fear, thank you for trying to keep me safe, but I've got this. Thank you for trying to keep me safe, but I'm going to be in control now. Mallory says, people are wanting to help me out in any way they can as well, and I wasn't expecting it at all. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. That's so exciting. And all of that happened because you got over the fear of talking about what you wanted and what you were capable of, right? Do we have any questions before I wrap up about fear and about self-doubt and about what it's holding you back from? Here's the deal. I am hosting an in-depth webinar on this very topic tomorrow. I'm hosting an in-depth webinar on this very topic tomorrow. I'm going to put the link to sign up in my profile on Periscope in this post on Facebook Live. I am hosting a webinar on how to move past fear and smash self-doubt. Forget fear and smash self-doubt to grow your online business. You can follow me and you can check out the link that I'm going to post in order to sign up and attend. Sign up even if you can't join me live because the replay is going to be available and it's going to be awesome, but I only have 50 spots. It's really limited this time. Normally I have way more registrants than that. But I want to keep this really small so that I can answer everybody's questions who shows up. So if fear and self-doubt are things that you're dealing with, and if you want to go deeper on this topic, then I welcome you to join me. Mallory says, cannot wait. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I can't wait to have you there. I'm so excited. It's going to be great. So join me tomorrow night for more on this super important topic. I'm Christine McAlister. I'm the founder of Life with Passion. I hope you'll come to my webinar, How to Forget Fear and Smash Self-Doubt to Grow Your Online Business. Sign up with the link. I'll see you there, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Talk to you soon.